Well, welcome to a typical Wyoming snowstorm, guys. Because that's what we got today on Elk Mountain. And I can't even say it's like um, an, a non-typical event. I mean, it happens so often. When it's not in the forecast, just be ready for it. Because it's going to come for you on Elk Mountain. Now, I was just over here the other day, and it was actually, I don't know, it was all ice. There was snow, but this just started. I'm the first person to drive on this new powder, as they say. It is October the 23rd at 5:51 in the morning, but we're not in San Francisco today. We are back in Wyoming. I can't maintain 75 miles an hour. I can't get anywhere near it. Hopefully this will clear up by the time I get to the Lincoln rest stop or Laramie. Laramie's 56 miles away. And look, I think I'm in the middle of the road right now. It's snowing so heavily that all I can do is, okay, look, I can barely see the rumble strip over there. That rumble strip is a good thing. Bless their heart, I love a rumble strip. As long as it's not raining and freezing, because when them rumble strips get full of rain and they freeze, they don't give you no traction then. But right now, I could definitely use that. And the snow don't seem really wet. Let me see. No, it's pretty wet. Okay, I just stuck my hand out the window. It's wet. But it ain't splattering the window like it's wet. But I guarantee you it is. This is what you had to look forward to in Wyoming. This is what we had to deal with. It was not in the forecast. I checked the forecast before I started driving, and it said that Elk Mountain was going to be dry today. So this might just be a localized flurry event that you expect on Elk Mountain, even if it's not forecasted. But anyway, good morning and welcome to Wyoming. Hi guys, I'm over here in Peebles today, or getting ready to be in Peebles. I'm in the area, and I've had questions of why I-80 is so dangerous for truckers and why it's so congested. So I thought I'd tell you. Here's how it works out. We all know the dangers of I-70, right? Snow-covered roads in Vail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm making coffee. 7. Let's just make it strong. Alright, so I-70 is snow-covered, but way before the rest of the country, and it stays that way. And they require max chains in that area, which a lot of people don't want to carry. A lot of companies won't let you chain up, so if you're, like a company driver, they won't allow you to chain up. They think it's dangerous or something. I know, right? So they carry chains to be able to travel in that direction. They don't have the ability to chain up, or the ability. And there's not a lot of places to stop on 70. So you have to chain up, and you have to go when you're told to chain up. That's just the way it works. So a lot of companies won't allow their drivers, their new drivers especially, or training companies to even run on I-70 after August. Alright, now we got to look at 80. Across 80, you do have truck stops, places to get off the road, and repair shops. Now we'll come back to I-80, alright? Now let's jump on up to 90. 90 and 94 are the same issues with snow and ice. In the winter, actually, 94 and 90, get less actual snow and ice weather than 80, in my opinion.
I'm sure you could look that up. But because there is such few services, there's not a lot of name brand truck stops or service centers, especially for the reefer, the companies that run so many reefers, right? Prime and England and companies like that. Even though it's a shorter route between the West and Chicago, which is where so much of the stuff goes, or further on east or wherever, they just don't allow people to run on that highway, because if they break down, if their reefer breaks down specifically, they can't get a service center out to fix it, or they can't find a service center to service the engine on the reefer. So they make everyone drive on 80. Now the issue with 80 is real simple. It's over congested. All of these companies, they're just, each one is thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about the whole in any way. So all of these major companies, even if they're going to Seattle, they're running across 80, and then they're going up north on 82 to 84, or what, they're breaking up over in Oregon and going in a different direction, or they're breaking up there and staying on 80 and going to California. And that's just the way it works. There maybe should be some way to regulate that, and I don't mean by a standpoint of the government should regulate anything. I just mean as a standpoint of common sense, right? How much water do I have in there? I need more water. Because if with everyone running 80, and the majority of everyone that's running 80 being in a training company or a training capacity or a learning capacity, it will always keep 80 overburdened with trucks. So there is no parking in bad weather because of that reason. I don't see there's anything we can do about it, really. But some common sense needs to come into play somewhere in there. Because 80 is just, I call it the crashing ground. From Pennsylvania, like if you're going to Philadelphia, is a crashing ground. Wyoming is a crashing ground. And that's the only thing in my head that I can figure out, because I've worked at some of these training companies, training people, and they would always tell you, you can't run here, you can't run there, we need you to go this way, or we need you to go that way. We'll pay you to go this way, just not to go across 94. I don't think that's the right way to do it at all. But it is the self-serving way that humans do things. We take care of what is best for us. We don't care about the whole. Not me and you. Me and you care about the whole. We would like to see things done differently. But we are very small cogs in a giant wheel that just runs us over. So that's what happens on 80. Since you're a small cog in a big wheel, you either get run over, forced off the road, or bumped off the road. Now, I've also had comments about why do you do this or why do you do that? And, like when I'm running on 80. I run off the snow, or try to run to the left of everyone. I don't want to pass everyone. Not at all. But at 28 miles an hour, when you could be going 35 or 40 a lot of times, those drivers that are, that they're just packed up together, one after the other. So you either have to run behind them at a very slow pace that's not conducive for fuel economy or safety or anything. Money's always first, isn't it? Or you pass them, which makes more danger for the whole situation. Whew, that floor heater was cooking me out of here. I was wondering why I was getting all hot, and that's why. 80's a rough road to run, and it's not going to change, in my opinion. Pass with care. Stop when you have to. If you're not comfortable, you should stop. But if I am comfortable, I will truck. Being comfortable doesn't mean that you're not afraid and have respect for the road. Fear is respect. So if you have, people say that, if you're scared, you shouldn't do this. You have to advance your abilities also. And part of that is facing your fears. If you always are not progressing in your industry, then you should park your truck. But if you're always parking your truck, you can't ever progress. But that's why everyone runs I-80, and that's why it's a mess. It's not these drivers' fault generally. They're told to do what to do. We'll catch you guys later. Y'all be safe on I-80.